Hey, what's up, YouTube? I'm feeling really good today. If you know anything about me, you know that my roots run deep in Baltimore, Maryland. I relocated to Haymarket, Virginia to help my cousin start a trucking company close to about 4 years ago. Out of all these 4 years, today was the first day I was actually able to hang out with some locals at my favorite barbecue restaurant and bar. So I'm feeling positive vibes. Now, a few weeks ago, another trucking buddy and I happened to be conversing about being on the road and the issues that we face in starting and or maintaining positive relationships. So today's hot topic is all about trucking and the question, can an over-the-road CDL operator have a real relationship? So if you're interested in becoming an OTR and the first thing you need to realize that CDL OTR operators can be gone away from home for weeks, if not months. Okay, so if you really want to know, stay tuned. Okay, relationships and trucking. Let's get right into it. If you're thinking about OTR and you're married, you should listen close. Being away from homes days, weeks, or even months at a time can be a big sacrifice drivers have to deal with while operating OTR. You have to realize that most OTR drivers average about 1 to 2 days home every 7 to 10 days. That equates to about 4 to 6 days home per month. In most relationships, that simply is not going to cut it. Okay, even in the most understanding significant other, that's a hard reality to deal with. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that it's impossible. What I'm saying is that it takes a special understanding between two people to have and to maintain a healthy relationship when you're away from home with the majority of the time. Now, those special days and events that take place with family members are important. It's important that you find time to participate, which can be a challenge in itself because you don't plan, if you don't plan proper, okay, you can find yourself hundreds, if not thousands of miles away from home. And when all of a sudden you realize that event may be taking place in the next day or two, which makes it almost impossible for you to participate. So there are way too many challenges to mention in this video. Challenges like the emotional toll it takes between two people, such as criticism, defensiveness, contempt, and stonewalling, which I will talk about in a moment. Okay, if you've been in a relationship, have a good understanding, and have set mutual goals in which OTR is going to help you accomplish, you have a much better chance of being successful in a relationship while operating OTR. Now, on the other hand, let's say that you've been operating OTR for a few years like myself, and you're not in a current relationship. It's extremely hard to find in or start a serious relationship. Okay, the average woman and or let's say the other half may not be willing to do what it takes to sacrifice what it takes to make a successful relationship with that driver. Okay, what I've found is that not many females are willing to go on trucking trips with me because they find trucking so dangerous that it can be a big turnoff. Okay, you may find a few women willing to ride with you and now and then, but which can be positive for a relationship. But, I'm not talking about a serious relationship. That might be, that you're friends and they're willing to, they've got some time and they're going to spend some time on the road with you. That's not what I'm talking about. There's a difference. Now, let me get back to the 4 emotional challenges that you will find in most normal relationships, which include criticism, defensiveness, contempt, and stonewalling. Let me explain those in a minute. Okay, let's put trucking aside for a moment and talk about a normal relationship challenge. Okay, you've got criticism, which a lot of women are famous for. Criticism is staging a problem in a relationship as a character flaw in a partner. That's like when you're blaming them and you're criticizing them, you're picking at them. Okay, then you have defensiveness. This is the responding to a relationship issue by counterattacking or whining. This is a man or woman issue, also known as playing into the setup. Okay, in this scenario, the best thing to do is to listen to your partner and address it after you have had a chance to digest the problem that they're having with you. Okay, so don't just react. It's important that you have good communication, that you listen because you need to know the valid reason they are attacking you. And if you listen closely, you will find the real reason why they're attacking you. It's not always when they're nitpicking on the outside. It's something that's bothering them on the inside. And if you listen close, I'm sure you'll figure that out. Now, this may be an issue that you can or cannot resolve by being over the road. I hate to say it, but it's the truth. Then you have contempt. Contempt is the number one predictor of breakups. Contempt is talking down to their partner, being insulting, or acting like you're superior. Okay, then you have, last but not least, you have stonewalling. Stonewalling is shutting down or tuning out. It passively tells your partner, I don't care. And 85% of the time, it's the guys who do this. So with all this being said, throw in a relationship partner that is out on the road from home days or weeks or months at a time. It's nothing but a prerequisite for a catastrophe. Okay? I'm going to say this again. I'm not saying that it's impossible. With the right combination of anything, all things are possible. No disrespect, but I've seen Mexican families, 6 or 7 people, hop out of a semi and go to dinner. I've seen it at truck stops many times. They seem to make it work. This concludes the video, but let me summarize it. You can have a successful relationship and still drive OTR, but it's rare. You have to be 2 people that share the goals, be a part of the same book while moving on the same page at the same time. If your relationship is out of synchronization, the chances are eventually you're going to break up. Okay, I remember one time talking to a driver, and he had a wife and he had kids at home. I asked him, how often do you get to go home? And how long do you stay? He said 2 days out of a week, and he can't wait for Monday to roll around so he can get back on the road. I thought to myself, I said, that's got to be a miserable relationship. That's like saying, I got a wife and kids, but I can't wait to get away from them. That to me doesn't seem like a healthy relationship. Okay, I believe in good communication, affection, quality time is important if you're really into your relationship. Even if that means that the woman should travel with her man or vice versa every chance they get. You know, it's important for a man having the right woman can stimulate and motivate him to do bigger and better things in life because he would have a more defined purpose and a reason to. Okay, now that's my summary, and this concludes the video. This video was about the question, can you start and or maintain a real relationship while trucking over the road? Thank you, and have a great day.